Welcome to AnimeCons TV. We're doing our annual predictions episode. We're going to cover some of the predictions we made last year and see how we did. And we'll make some new ones for 2019. And we've got the usual crew. We're all together for the first time since 2013. We've got a new addition here joining us. He's going to have some crackers and grapes.
He wants some snacks.
And so, yeah, we're going to run down our predictions from last year and see how we did. Let's see. Doug, you said there would be an issue of service animals at conventions really popping up and come to a head.
It really didn't. I was kind of surprised. Like, I didn't hear much of it. I think it kind of fizzled out. Like, people were realizing that it's a concern and either realized they're going to be under the microscope or just cons started really creating their policies too. So it was surprising to see that it didn't really become as big of an issue as I thought it would.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going this way. Come here. We're going.
Hi, Kevin. Hi, buddy.
Mom, we have to stay here and do it.
Want him to start?
And so, Rob, your prediction was we'll still be here in one more year.
Yeah,
We're still here. You were so right because we're all here.
We're all here.
You're very right.
We're all here. She did it for you. All right, Elizabeth, yours was that more conventions doing virtual tickets and streaming events.
Yeah, I think that's starting to pick up. Not as much as I thought it would, but it is starting to pick up, and I think you'll see more of it. I think Twitch is going to help a lot with that. Maybe other platforms similar to Twitch. But yeah, I think that's still going to keep... Wasn't as much as I thought, but it's still on the upward trend.
Yeah, and I did a virtual ticket for BlizzCon this like a month ago. So. And Shiva, your prediction was after the Sailor Moon Stars dub comes out, everyone is going to hate it and won't live up to expectations.
I actually couldn't see a lot of evidence of people complaining about it. I mean, I think people were just so happy to finally have it. I haven't watched it yet.
Sailor Moon was still a big cosplay choice this
always.
year.
Yeah.
So, and at the Viz booth at Anime NYC, they had a big display for specifically Sailor Stars. So.
I think there's actually so many new fans too who didn't even know about Stars that to them they're just like so excited to have it. So
They made a new season just
I know, just for this, yeah.
Clip right here.
I know. So I mean, I think for the most part, people. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's not happy with like the new voices or whatever. But there's no backlash. Like, how dare they? It's not how I envisioned it, you know. So I think that's really
I
cool.
need to watch it. The only one I watched, and I still watched it subbed, was the one where it's in the house and Sailor Moon throws the pizza.
Oh, you've never watched it at all.
Oh no, I've seen the whole thing.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Oh yeah, I've seen the whole thing, but like of the re-release.
Oh, of the re-release. Yeah, I haven't watched the new dub. I watched a
but I haven't
really
watched the dub.
amazing fan dub back in the early 2000s that was really well done. That's my version of Stars that I've
I
seen.
have an amazing story about finding Sailor Moon Stars back in 2001 that I need to tell you. I think I probably have, but anyway, for another time.
Well, I think if there's anybody that didn't like the dub, they saw our dub.
Oh yeah, ours is amazing.
That was like 10 years ago that we did that too.
Terrifying.
No.
Well, we put an effort to our site content.
It was a whole lot funnier 10 years ago.
And my prediction was that Anime Matsuri 2019 wouldn't get a single North American voice actor. I was wrong. They got Vic Mignogna. See, I predicted this because the convention had a reputation because the organizer had admitted to sexual harassment and said he was going to get better. And then they go and invite Vic Mignogna. And every convention canceled him except this one because, you know, I guess birds of a feather or something. But
If he doesn't have any work anymore, is he really a voice actor?
that's true.
Wow, that's a very good point.
Burn. Yeah, no new
My
roles.
brother went to that convention because this band that he really loves from Japan was there, and I'm like, "Are you sure you want to go there?" He's like, "Yeah, that con sucked."
And as for Vic, hashtag still fired. So now let's get into the predictions for 2020, because hindsight is 2020.
Who
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So mine is, I think I've done this kind of before. This is a slight twist. So I think you're going to see more niche, but not necessarily fandom type events. So, like, I think we shared in our group something about a Hallmark.
The Christmas
Movie.
con.
Hallmark movie. Yeah.
Hallmark.
What
And
a
like,
niche thing that
and I
is.
saw like another thing similar to that, and I can't remember what it was, but it was very like outside the realm of fandom type thing. And I think the other one on the flip side is you can see more one-day festivals that are like one fandom specific, so like Harry Potter ones or Lord of the Rings ones or Game of Thrones ones, like that one in Canada that just went horrible. And like last year I went to a Harry Potter bar crawl, which was meh in Boston. I think you're gonna see a lot of those. They'll be like kind of like cash grabs. They're not gonna be run, but they're just gonna be bad. I hope they don't give conventions a whole as a like a bad name, but I think those types of events, the reason why I picked both of them is I think some of them are going to be pretty bad because people aren't going to know what they're doing.
I feel like they
Ball
almost go
pit con.
hand in hand to like those pop-ups, like the Friends installation they have
Yeah.
going. It's almost like there's like a blurry line there.
Yeah. Yeah, there'll probably be a Friends con.
They tried to
Office.
do one and they couldn't get anybody booked, and it was a huge scam.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be those two.
Yeah, you're going to see. I think a lot of them are gonna have that problem, and because like there was a Harry Potter thing locally here, and someone asked me if I was going. I was like, no. I mean, I would love to, but I'm like, I just don't trust that kind of event to be run well. If it was, awesome, but no.
I'll wait and see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Predictions. I don't have a good one this year. I feel like I'm gonna have to do a lame personal one or
I
something.
thought you were gonna pull a me.
Yeah, lame.
Wow.
It's okay. We have a wonderful couch.
We do. It's so comfy. No, I think that for my personal fandom, the new Star Trek Picard show is coming out, which I have so many mixed feelings about because one, like, TNG is probably like my original nerd fandom, and like Patrick Stewart's one of my favorite people ever. So am I excited to have more? Yes. Am I like terrified it's gonna like be bad? I mean, yeah, absolutely. So and I'm not a huge fan of the new Star Trek stuff in general. Like, I don't like the Kelvin timeline, I don't like Discovery, so I feel like I'm not set up well to like this. But so I'm hoping to like it, but my prediction is I'm going to hate it. I really don't want to hate it. What?
Everything I've seen, it looks good.
It looks good. I mean, I would love to be wrong. I would want to be wrong. I'm just terrified I'm
She's
going to hate
setting
it.
her expectations.
I'm
low.
setting my expectations low.
Well, we've got the CBS All Access. You can just come over
And if
watch it
Chakotay's
here.
married to 7 of 9, I quit. I quit Star Trek.
Hashtag where's Beverly Crusher.
Yeah, where's Beverly Crusher? Gates McFadden could use the work.
Ooh.
I think she's fine. Anyway. So, do you want to go ahead?
Sure. My prediction is the FedEx guy is in fact going to be a guest at Dragon Con. And we are going to see pictures of a massive photo shoot of a bunch of people that probably paid way too much money for used FedEx uniforms on eBay with this guy.
Covered in googly eyes.
Now
Yeah.
for anybody that doesn't know, the FedEx guy, can you give a brief...
This was
You were
the
there.
card. Yeah, I wasn't even there, and I missed out on it. But
Okay,
You're
so,
just like a side cult of FedEx. Okay?
so
I just watched the dumpster fire from afar.
No, it
So
was the
basically-
opposite of a dumpster fire because it was amazing.
So basically, at Dragon Con, it's spread up a bunch of hotels, different skywalks. You go through other buildings that aren't a part of the convention, and they had this FedEx promotion sign, like a cutout of the model, and then people would be like, put a lay on it or put googly eyes on it, and it became like
It kept growing.
it kept growing. It got to the point where people were like laying down flowers like a memoriam or something
Because
like
it
that.
got taken away.
It got taken away,
They took
yeah.
it away. It got so defaced that someone removed it, and then there was a shrine.
Well, yeah,
And then they put it back.
but here's the thing: is that this is also the same convention that the Marriott had a very ugly carpet that we all fell in love with. To the
Ugly?
point,
How dare you?
it was ugly
It's
by
ugly.
standards. It's now beautiful because of the legacy. But it's to the point where the Marriott was selling the Marriott carpet cookie and chocolate cake and all this stuff. Like, so that's the mentality we get. This is going to be the next quasi thing momentarily, but it became something. So there's this standout. It became a thing.
They made
and
a
then
fake religion around it.
The people found
The
and
wife.
notified.
They found the wife.
Found the
first.
wife, who then notified her husband, who was the model for the standout. And he's like, all right. And he signed up and go, can I be a guest? And we're going to wait and see.
Yeah.
I bet you it happens.
What would be really
Right.
awesome is if the FedEx guy got one of those like Aloha shirts that's the carpet pattern.
Across the streams. Yeah, so if you Google FedEx Guy Dragon Con, it'll all come up.
Oh, yeah.
If you really want to see the craziness, join the Cult of John group on
Like
Facebook.
there's like 10 commandments.
Yeah.
It's pretty hilarious.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
The creativity of the Congress of Dragon Con is always on
But I feel
fire.
like that's like a perfect example of the type of attendee you see at
Yeah.
Dragon Con. Yeah.
Also, I love that because the Marriott made the cake and the cookies, they probably Googled Marriott carpet to get the pattern of their own carpet.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Find some fan site.
Yeah.
that-
Georgian tapestry is the official name.
Yeah.
I mean, we have framed pieces of that carpet on our wall.
I was at another Marriott that was renovating, and they were getting rid of their carpet that was the same one. And I was like, how much does it cost to ship a carpet? A big chunk of roll of
You
it.
could have it in your living room. the
Yeah.
whole-
Oh.
People dumpster dive and they made good money on eBay with that stuff.
I think I paid $35 for 8 pieces that were like this big.
Wow.
as
Yeah, the
opposed to-
big
good
pieces were
money.
going for big money.
Because
Yeah.
anything like this was hundreds of dollars.
Wow.
Yeah.
So whoever dived in that dumpster made a kill.
They still, I saw the party this year. They had the carpet party where people bring their pieces and they try to see who matched up with who.
They reassembled
and lay
the
it all
carpet.
down and
my
you
God.
know, try
Dragon
to recreate
Con
it.
is such a
This con is
special place.
ridiculous.
It's such a special place.
Oh, I need to get back to that con so
It's a
badly.
joke.
Yeah. Like you can't describe Dragon Con. It's just a thing.
I have a hotel room put aside for you if you want to come. Stay.
Mm-hmm.
I did the Hunger Games and I won. Yes, again.
You want to go first or should I?
You probably go first.
All right, yeah. My prediction is I'm just going to pile on to what my prediction from last year turned out to be and say that Vic isn't the end of Me Too. And
Oh,
there's going to be
no.
others.
No.
I know there are others that should not be invited to conventions. And more conventions, they're sharing those names now. And so they may not come out publicly, but I think we're going to see a lot more guests that are suddenly making a lot fewer appearances for doing terrible things. And so they're going to be paying consequences of that.
And I think the thing is, this was going on for so long. Like we started going to conventions. This stuff was all there. The fact is just
In
coming out now
2000s,
is.
late 2000s.
When I started going to cons in 2004, 2005, we all knew about Vic. Like, I mean, so I think it's interesting that it's coming out, but there's a long history of all of it.
Also, it's hilarious that he got the worst lawyers in the world.
Oh my
to really get
god.
his case because it's so fascinating
If
to
you
watch.
are not following
The
lawyer
thread knot.
lawyer Twitter
Oh.
about this, it's amazing.
Just look for the thread knot on
Yeah.
Twitter because it's got everything you need. They post all the case filings and they buy the transcripts from the court and you can read through and you can tell that the judge is doing a face palm with some of the things.
Law Twitter's awesome. This
Yeah.
is how I discovered it.
Yeah. So, any prediction?
My prediction will be completely out there. I'm going to say we're going to have more episodes than we did last year.
Ooh, I like that.
Really?
Because we don't have the restriction on us
Okay.
of trying to
No pressure.
constantly no
You
pressure.
realize 2019, we did 24 episodes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so we only have to do 25.
Challenge accepted.
well, we did 48 in 2017 or
Well, we're a
2018.
different format.
Yeah, I don't think we'll do. I don't think
Hey,
we'll
friends.
do 48 again. And so yeah, that's our predictions. Anything else?
Thanks again for another great year for all
Yes.
our supporters and viewers. You know,
See you when we see you.
Yeah, we've got our best of episode coming up next week, and then the week after that, we've got our year in review, and that'll be it for 2019. So
How many seasons is this?
this
11?
is 11 years. We turned it up to 11.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is our 2009-2019 right here.
Yeah.
So
God, we all
You
look
should- I
amazing.
know. We should show a clip of the 2009
yeah.
one.
yeah,
I like the
I think-
2009.
yeah. Let's end with a clip of that.
Do you still have the
Yeah.
jacket?
Let's check it.
The jacket I wore when we did the news broadcast at the
Oh.
beginning of
Oh
the
my
trip.
God.
Oh, you wore a
I think I do
jacket?
have it
Right.
upstairs.
You
yeah.
try making it fancy.
I held the boom mic
That
for
was
that.
one
That
episode.
was one
Episode
episode.
2.
Yeah.
Episode
When we had a boom mic, what were we thinking?
Well, because the other mics weren't working well.
That's true.
So. All right. Well, we'll show a clip of 2009 right here.
Yay.
Yay.
The end.
The end.
In this episode, Elizabeth shows you how to become an airport security disaster. Patrick gets confused and reports at a baseball convention. We will tell you how to ditch your friends, plus news and upcoming conventions. I'm Sketch, and this is AnimeCons.com podcast for February 2009. Anime Boston in Boston, Massachusetts has announced the return of voice actors Chris Ayres, Laura Bailey, Troy Baker, Tom Wayland, and Travis Willingham as guests of the convention. Anime Boston will be held May 22nd through the 24th at the Heinz Convention Center. Middle Tennessee Anime Convention in Nashville, Tennessee, commonly referred to as MTAC, has announced 2 additions to its musical lineup. Notorious MSG, oh my god, my spleen! And Lisa Furukawa. MTAC will be held from April 3rd through the 5th at Sheridan Music City Hotel.